Welcome back to another video, Never a Foul. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you check out all the live content and the video content, and most importantly, leave your comments below. This video here is touching on Liverpool. Look, I don't think there's much else to say than this weekend truly showed us that Liverpool are in this title race, and it's for real. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you thought it was a short start to the season for Arne Slot. Nah, Arne Slot is slotting. He is slotting, and I'm talking slotting victories right now. You know, Liverpool top of the table as it stands, as we can see, 1-7, lost one, which was the game to Forest at home. Top of the table by a point, 4 points clear of Arsenal. What more can you say? It's, other than the loss to Forest, it's the perfect start for Liverpool Football Club. And I don't know if even the fans themselves would have believed this at the start of the season. I think they would have said, okay, 8 games, maybe 6 wins at best, and we'll drop a points in a couple of games. Well, no. Other than the Forest game at home, which you should have won, you've won every other game. And even better, you're not conceding goals. Look at it. We've just got to start with the facts right now. We've got to go straight in on Liverpool. They are firmly in this title race, and I'm going to talk to you a few things about why they're in the title race. The first thing for me stands out is the defense. Now, look, as much as we're quick to praise Arsenal's defense last year with Gabriel and Saliba, the way I'm looking at it this season is Konate and Van Dijk right now. Konsa was tipped to start at the start of the season. He started against Ipswich, didn't go great first half, got dragged off. Konate's come in, not looked back. He's driving in gear 3, gear 4, gear 5 right now. Liverpool have played 8 games, conceded 3 goals. Conceded 3 goals. And when you look at it, most teams right now are in double figures. Man City have conceded 9, Arsenal conceded 8, Newcastle have conceded 8. When you're looking at the difference right now, Nottingham Forest are the second best team defensively in the league. They've only conceded 6. And that was the team that went to Anfield and won. So actually, it's not that bad a result. And this is what I told people. When Forest went there and won, yeah, okay, it was at Anfield, I get it. But Forest defensively have been robust. They've been solid. They got a draw at Chelsea the other week. You've got to take this Liverpool team seriously when it comes to the defense. They've got their back four, they're sorted, consistent, and playing every week. And what did they say? Or what did Ferguson say? Attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. Right now, you've got Robertson, you've got Konate, you've got Van Dijk, and you've got Trent. And they all offer something. This is the thing about their defense. You look at Robertson. Robertson's not the same player as 4 or 5 years ago. Let's have it right. He hasn't got the mobility to go up and down the pitch. He hasn't got that energy. He's starting to play more, what should I say? Robertson's playing more smart now. He knows he's getting older. He knows he's only got a couple of years left in the tank. But then you've got Konate, young, energetic, physical. And, that's what Konate is doing right now. He's showing that his aerial duels, he's strong. And he's been dominating. And that's what you want, especially as a centre-back. When you're coming up against these strikers that might be either elusive or trying to be used as a target man, he's got the pace, and he's also got the aerial duel ability to beat them attackers. And you got Van Dijk. Van Dijk's just Van Dijk, and he makes everything look smooth. I know he's not dairy milk right now. It's not super smooth, but it's still smooth. You know what I'm saying? So Van Dijk is the captain of the football club. He's leading by example. And him and Konate are building that relationship. And then you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who for me, yeah, he might not be showing so much ability going forward right now because the way slots may be adapting the way Liverpool play, which we'll get to. But Trent defensively, he's been fine. He's been fine. And normally that's the question marks that we have about Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's not playing 90 minutes right now because he's using Conor Bradley or Joe Gomez to see out the game in the last 10 minutes. But the fact is, it's working. It is working. So this is the thing with Liverpool right now. The way they've changed their style of play, being more calm, being more composed. And by the way, this is coming from a Man United fan. This will probably make Cass sick listening to this because I'm giving Liverpool prop. I hate Liverpool. But the thing is, football comes first. My Man United side can come after. But Liverpool, they're playing composed football now. They're staying a bit calmer. They're trying to get the best out of their players. The use of the squad's working. Curtis Jones, for example, starting on the weekend instead of McAllister. Curtis Jones gets the penalty. Curtis Jones gets the goal. Now it's a question of does Curtis Jones deserve to be dropped? Or would Dominic Szoboszlai be dropped? These are sort of the dilemmas that a manager wants. This is what he wants his squad to do. Okay, this player's not playing. Can you step up? Can you step in and make an impact? And right now, matches played, 1-7 out of 8. Lost 1 to Forest, who I've just said their props. Very good defensively. and scored 15 and conceded 3. Right now, they're ticking. They're ticking. There's obviously going to be bigger tests to come. Look, Liverpool, the flip side of it is you could say who have they played. Chelsea on the weekend was their first big test. That's how I looked at it. They're playing a team that's got a new manager, playing at Anfield, so you think the fans behind them. So you kind of say on paper you'd expect Liverpool to win that game, which they did 2-1. They had to survive some tough moments, but there are going to be bigger tests to come. And there's going to be no other bigger game than Arsenal away at the Emirates this weekend to then cement yourself as potential Premier League title contenders. I'm saying it now. I'm saying they're Premier League title contenders right now. But if they go to Arsenal and win on the weekend, that is a statement upon statement, because Arsenal don't really lose at home right now. Arsenal are a team that a lot of people tip to win the Premier League, and they're just coming off the back of a defeat to Bournemouth. They've got even more of an impetus to say, right, we're going to go out there and win that game, because they can't afford to drop points to Liverpool, especially losing. They could be 7 points off Liverpool after 9 games. That is worrying. I don't care if you're an Arsenal fan watching this right now. There's no way that if I said to you after 9 games, you're 7 points behind Liverpool, you are not saying that I'm smoking something. I'm not smoking nothing, because that could be the truth come Sunday, 6:30. And this is why it is a big game on Sunday. And now look, the difference for me of why I do think Liverpool are genuine title contenders is, one, the managers come in and put his stamp on things, making Liverpool a less energetic side and more having composure and calmness. And for me, how do I word it? Because Liverpool were excellent under Klopp, but obviously they only won 1 league. I think it's more a consistent way of playing football over 38 games. That's what I say about Arne Slot's style, because it's more calm and more composed and they want to be on the ball more. You can play that way consistently for 38 games. Whereas when it was Klopp style, if key players were injured, it might make a difference, but also it's high energy, pressing. You can get tired. And when it gets to that March, April, May time, when the Champions League gets into the deeper stages and you're relying on this high energetic football, there's going to be games where you naturally drop points, because it's so hard to maintain that standard every single week and midweek, combining that. So I feel like with Slot style, it's going to suit Liverpool over a longer duration of the season. And with Rodri out for Man City, obviously we know that they're not going to be the same, even though they will be there when it comes to it. And Arsenal right now have done a video on it, talking about them lacking leadership. So Slot's done his thing, but then the other side of it for Liverpool is then the players. Now you look at players, and they've got a perfect blend of some younger players, 21 to 25, and then you've got the experience, the know-how, the winners, the Alissons, the Trents, the Van Dijks, the Salahs, Robertson. That's 5 right there. And what do them 5 have in common? It's simple as this. They all start. It's not one player's coming off the bench and doing this and that. No, all them players start. When I look at Liverpool and combining the manager's style and philosophy of having a calm approach, more possession-based, that is more consistent over 38 games than having an energetic Jurgen Klopp style. But then you've got players that also know how to win, have been there and won. They can also guide the younger players coming through. They're also consistent, and they drop 7 out of 10s nearly every week. And they know how to win trophies. So you've got the perfect blend right now for what the players need. And look, I'm talking about players like Van Dijk, Salah, and so forth. They're in their 30s now. They want to be playing helter-skelter football. They want something a bit more calm, a bit more organized, a bit more, every week, right, this is what we're doing. And that's why it's going to suit them now as they prolong their careers. And Liverpool right now are reaping the rewards of it. And do I see it slowing down? I don't right now. We look at it before the international break. This is Liverpool's next few fixtures. And this is going to be a big period for them. Arsenal away. Arsenal away. Brighton at home in the league and Villa at home in the league. And I'm just talking league games, by the way. Villa up there competing for top 4. We know what Villa can do, home or away. Robust team, got pace in the break. They're not just going to give in easily. You've got Brighton, who can either be brilliant or they can be quite open. But they can still go to Anfield, and it wouldn't surprise you if the game was 2-2, just because Brighton are Brighton. And you've got Arsenal away this Sunday. They are 3 big games. If Liverpool come out of them with even 7 points, that's brilliant. A draw at Arsenal, beating Brighton, beating Villa. Possible? Possible. that would leave them in a very, very strong position going into the November international break. And then we start looking at it after that. You're then looking at the period towards Christmas. And you know what we always say? Well, especially me, who's watched the Premier League for a long time. If you're in that title race or within 3 points, 4 points, come Christmas, you are firmly in the title race. And right now, they're leading the league. So they are definitely in the title race. And I think by Christmas, they'll firmly be in that title race. As long as the Champions League doesn't have a massive impact, so they don't get any big injuries at the moment, the squad is being managed correctly. There's no reason why Liverpool can't win this Premier League. And that's the truth. I don't want to gas Liverpool fans up too much and start having them believe that they're going to win the Premier League. But the truth is, you've got to be very happy with your start. You've got to be very happy with the consistency of the players so far. Everyone's chipping in. The football's good. Manager's come in and done his thing, and he seems to have that authority and that respect. And that was one thing I thought he might struggle with. Is he going to have the respect straight away of the players? Is it going to start off bad, a few losses, and all of a sudden it's hard to get the players back? No, he's already got the players on side. He speaks so well in press conferences. Even the way he speaks and carries himself, that's a proper manager right there. Clear, concise, knows what he wants, knows what he needs. So if I'm honest, Liverpool, the only way you're heading at the moment is upwards. And that's why I firmly believe they're in the title race. I thought that win against Chelsea was the type of win you need just to show that your team's real. Because you could have gone, to Anfield and beat Chelsea 3-4-0. Yeah, it looks pretty. The lights look nice. Wow, did you see that? Liverpool beat Chelsea 3-4-0. Yeah, it's a proper statement. But also, can you come through games when it's a bit testing, when you've got a team that's going to try and match your level? Chelsea were good in the first 20 minutes. Liverpool needed a penalty just to get their wheels turning. But as the game went on, Liverpool sort of found their mojo and, they grew into the game. The fans got involved. And I feel like that's when you need to come through them games and get the 3 points because the fans are involved. They're pulling you through them moments. Big players like Salah stepping up, Curtis Jones stepping up as he came into the team for McAllister. So you've got all little bits and bobs working for Liverpool at the moment. And while Arsenal's bus is not going from stop to stop at the moment, the wheels come off at the moment. You've got Man City trying to survive without Rodri and getting a last-minute winner at Wolves. You're looking at it and saying, right, okay, we're competing against Arsenal and City, but they're not at their best. Arsenal without Saka and Odegaard, struggling. City winning games, but not looking the same without Rodri. Liverpool, all their key players fit. Like a great white shark, they always say, if you put blood in the water, it's going to sniff it from a mile away. If I'm Liverpool fans and I'm Liverpool manager right now, I'm sniffing it and saying, yo, let's stay composed. Let's not set high expectations ourselves. But if you guys keep doing what you're doing and really believe, there's no reason why we won't be in that conversation come the end of the season. So let's see what happens between now and the November international break. That's why I'm going to leave this video right now. Liverpool play Brighton, Arsenal this weekend, and obviously Aston Villa before the international break. If they get 7 points from them, I think that's brilliant because that would basically show that they've won every game bar one loss against Forest and dropping points against potentially Arsenal because I think they win the other two against Brighton and Villa at home. So what more can we say? Let me know in the comments. Am I right to say Liverpool are firmly in this title race? Or have we got to hold the button and see what happens come Christmas? Like everyone says normally when you check at Christmas. Let me know. Make sure you like this video, people. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all the other content live on Never Off Foul. On our way to 30K. My name's Ty with my balanced views, hopefully. And I'm over